Retirement. That's what we're all aiming at, right? But exactly what does that mean? It conjures up visions of endless days of golf, drinks with little umbrellas in them on a tropical beach, feet up, reading a book. Is that what it's all about? I don't think so. Life would get pretty dull after a while without anything meaningful to do, don't you think? I'm Jacquie Doucette, and I'm on a mission to discover exactly what life is like beyond retirement. Join me while I chat with people who've already done it, who've retired to something rather than from something. Let's find out together exactly what's waiting for us when we say goodbye to that 9 to 5. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Beyond Retirement. I'm your host Jacquie Doucette, and today I want to talk a little bit about what retirement really means. I know, that's brand new, right? I never talk about that. Retirement isn't simply freedom from work. It's the opportunity to deliberately shape how you spend your time, your energy, and your attention. After my conversation last week with Sandy Laneville, one theme really stood out to me. She talked about leaving work and wanting to do something that had an impact on her community, on her family, on her life. And that made me think a bit. A lot of people are looking for meaning in their life in retirement. But retirement doesn't automatically give life meaning. I know the saying is that the one thing you can't make more of is time, but retirement gives you time. It presents you with the opportunity to really use your time the way you want to, instead of having responsibilities and obligations fill your days. What you do with that time determines whether your retirement feels fulfilling or empty. And I suppose for some people, doing nothing is a relief. Maybe you've had a really hectic work life, and retirement is your chance to finally wind down and relax a bit. That's great. Be sure to listen to yourself and take that time to relax, because you won't be able to shed the feeling of needing to do something until you've shifted from your working brain into your retirement brain. Sandy spoke repeatedly about the little voice in your head and how it was often encouraging her to start something new. I'm sure you've all heard that little voice from time to time. I think it's the same one that often speaks in a kind of judgy voice when it says, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that." Sandy's little voice suggested to her that she should start a women's retreat after she'd attended a successful one and realized how much it would benefit the women of her community. Then the voice told her to start working on bringing pickleball to her community. Now that's a suggestion I'm really glad she listened to, because it's grown astronomically in our community since she and her husband started teaching us to play during COVID. And then the voice suggested that seniors' fitness classes were needed. Each of these stemmed from a simple idea formulated in her mind, not from any sort of formal career plan. They came from being involved and listening to what mattered to the people around her. And that's the key to being deliberate with your retirement. By paying attention to what's going on around you and listening to what people say, you may find something that pulls you in. The first thing to note about retirement is that intentional living replaces default living. During our working life, our schedules are pretty much determined by obligations. We know that there's the job to do every day, and there are probably other obligations too, family activities that take up time, like driving kids to events. Retirement removes a lot of this structure. You probably don't have kids to ferry around anymore. If they're still living at home, they've likely got their own vehicles, or they take yours. Without the job to get up for every day, sometimes we lose the intention of our day. This can cause us to drift, which means that days can pass by without you even realizing that they're gone. Suddenly it's supper time, and you wonder where the day went. Intentional living takes care of that. But purpose doesn't have to be large. Anything that gives your day a bit of structure can help you focus on intention. Maybe there's somebody new in your street, or somebody who's been there a long time and you've never had the time to get to know them. Start there. Knock on the door and introduce yourself. Be sure to ask if it's a good time to visit before inviting yourself in, of course. Purpose often begins with small contributions. Take a look at the bulletin board at your local grocery store or your library. There are probably plenty of opportunities where you can contribute. Maybe somebody needs a ride somewhere, or maybe there's a bake sale happening soon. The important thing is to follow what piques your interest. Sandy called it following your joy. You'll know when you've discovered something good because you'll feel energized a bit by doing it. Remember, if you try something and you decide it's not for you, that's okay. You don't have to keep doing it. If you've made a commitment to someone, follow through, of course, but there's no need to extend an activity past the point where it's enjoyable. That's the great part about retirement. You're choosing what you want to do now. Here's a bit of a reflection exercise to try. Ask yourself these 3 questions and take the time to ponder the answers. Maybe write down some of your ideas so you won't forget them tomorrow. Number 1, what gives me energy? Number 2, what do people often ask me to help with? Number 3, what problem around me could I help solve? Now, if you find that the answers overlap a bit, that's a good clue to where your intentional retirement starts. Remember, retirement isn't just about filling time. It's about choosing how your life continues to matter. Thanks for joining me today.
And that's it for this episode of Beyond Retirement. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you ready to start rocking your retirement? Head on over to www.beyondretirement.ca/rocking it and sign up to plan out your own roadmap for retirement. Don't wait till it's too late.